No, look, first of all, I also wish through you all Indians happy Independence Day. What the Honorable Prime Minister said today was a very inspiring speech. It talked about the last 9 years of how India has made so much progress. While he talked about startups and he talked about so many different things, he also spoke about the last 5 years, how 13 crore Indians have been lifted out of poverty by his government and his policies and his determination. And he has also talked about the future of India. He has talked about how India today, after 9 years, is being increasingly recognized by the world as one of the fastest growing countries in the world. We are the 5th largest economy in the world. And he has talked about his commitment, his vision, his promise of making India the 3rd largest economy in the short term and a developed nation by 2047. So I think it was really an inspiring speech. More than anything else, it tells all the young Indians and the youth of our country, the women of our country, the families of our country, that we are on the brink of something very, very exciting as a nation. And in the coming years, when he comes back as Prime Minister, he will continue the progress and expansion of our country as he has in the last 9 years.
But sir, Congress President next year?
Look, I think Mallikarjun Kharge, unfortunately for him, is a president of a dynasty party, and he has no option but to continue what the family tells him to do. He has his job depends on attacking the Prime Minister and attacking the government. The Congress party as a party from the last 9 years has consistently, even as India grew, India moved forward, India prospered, India grew. The Congress party and its leaders have always toned down India. They have gone abroad and criticized India, its democracy, its judiciary, its elections, its Prime Minister, its government. And so we don't expect anything new from the Congress party. I certainly don't believe the Congress party or indeed its token president Mallikarjun Kharge ji will say anything positive about India. Certainly if he cannot say anything positive about India on Independence Day, certainly he will not say anything positive about the BJP and our government. देखिए ये जो इनका एक they want to build a narrative and the funniest thing about this Congress party and indeed Mallikarjun Kharge embarrassing himself repeatedly is this is the party that disrupts parliament, does not allow a prime minister, does not allow any leader to speak. And when he is not allowed to speak, suddenly it becomes a different standard that he wants everybody to be measured by. The people of India know Congress party's history about the emergency. Congress party, even during the UPA, what they did under Section 66A, how many people they imprisoned just for doing cartoons. They are seeing what Congress party is doing even now in Karnataka. So I think for them, this is like a gimmick. They try and distract the attention by saying lies about our government, knowing fully well that they are lies. And they think that the people of India will fall for it. But unfortunately for them, the people of India did not fall for it in 2014, they did not fall for it in 2019, and they certainly are not falling for it now.
Okay. So, other things, so how do you explain?
देखिए उनको डायरेक्शन आ गया होगा 10 जनपद से या मदर से या बेटा से या बेटी से कि नहीं जाए. So the poor man cannot anyway do anything without clearance from the family, and the family must have said कि as long as we are not in government, we should not celebrate anything India, we should not celebrate anything about India, and we should not celebrate Indian Independence Day. Okay. Maybe he'll show up for the Italian Independence Day.
Okay. So just last question, please then say anything about Congress.
देखिए Digvijay Singh is a person who during 26/11 terrorism attack blamed the RSS for the terrorism attack. Digvijay Singh is also a person who refers to Osama bin Laden as Osama ji. So Digvijay Singh is probably the last person who should lecture anybody about anything, certainly not about Hinduism or Hindu faith or the faith of so many Hindus around the country. ये इनका politics है. They will continue to do some politics around the faith of hundreds of millions of Hindus, and the people will teach them a lesson when it has to be taught.